Good, happy Sunday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to your Sunday evening edition of WRMK News 12. Let's get started with this Sunday evening edition of your evening newscast right now. First up, death investigation in Concord. Let's take a listen to that report from WRMK News 12. A death investigation is ongoing in Concord at the same location where police spent days searching. The New Hampshire Attorney General's office said their office is aware and monitoring an ongoing death investigation in the city. Police were seen at a property on Airport Road on Thursday, and neighbors told News 9 they were there until Saturday. So they were digging Friday night all day Saturday, and it looked like they found something Saturday afternoon around 2 or 2:30. Then an hour later, they started packing up, said neighbor Russell Smith. Smith said there was lots of police activity outside his home for days, saying police were in and out of the house, and eventually 2 crime scene units showed up along with more law enforcement, some wearing hazmat suits. It started about 5 p.m. Thursday night. I went to bed at 11 p.m. and they were still out there, and it was almost 10:30, and I heard one of them say, "I found something," Smith said. Merrimack County Attorney replied to News 9's request for information on Sunday, saying members of the Concord Police Department are actively and diligently investigating the Airport Road issue, and I am aware of the investigation. At this early point in this open investigation, I am unable to provide additional information. News 9 followed up with Merrimack County Attorney for more information, but did not hear back. News 9 has also reached out to the Concord Police on Sunday for information, but has not heard back. Reporting live here in the studio, I'm Riley King for WRMK News 12. Okay, and there you go on that report. World War II veteran from Mass. Let's take a listen to that report from WCVB Boston.
And these are real heroes in our backyard, and they were just kids when they went ashore in Normandy during the D-Day invasion, and tonight they're headed back there likely for the last time.
I was with the 26th Division.
Franklin Simon of Milton is a World War II hero. He was part of the D-Day invasion 80 years ago and still talks about it.
Our losses the first few days were astounding, but as time went on, we moved forward. We kept moving forward.
More than 4,000 Allied troops died in the invasion. Bill Sewell of Seekonk survived after landing on the Normandy beaches with Patton's army.
I told my buddy, what the hell did we get into? We didn't know what the hell was going on.
These soldiers helped liberate France, eventually ended the Nazi grip on Europe, helping win World War II. They were given a hero send-off in East Boston, including a group of first responders who will accompany them to Normandy. Andy Biggio is a Boston police officer and a veteran himself of wars in Iraq and Afghanistan.
This is the 80th anniversary of D-Day. This is the last biggest anniversary with living World War II veterans. There will not be a 90th with living World War II veterans. Certainly not anyone I can gather from New England to do this. So it's now or never.
These centenarians are among America's greatest generation, ready for their next mission.
I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully I'll see somebody who I knew in the service. So far, I haven't seen anybody that I've known. Most of the people I was friendly with are gone.
And we want to wish that gentleman, Franklin Simon, a happy birthday. He turns 100 years young tomorrow on Thursday. He and others from that group will meet with President Biden and other world leaders to remember the D-Day invasion. We're live in East Boston. I'm Ted Wayman, WCBB, News Center 5.
Did Harvard University just find a way to
Okay, and there you go on that report. The Sagadahocken County upgrading emergency alert system in July. Let's take a listen to that report from WMTW News 8 Maine.
Saginaw County is upgrading its emergency alert system with the goal of making alerts about severe weather, emergencies, or activities easier for residents to receive. The county says improvements to the system will enable officials to better communicate directly to citizens via voice calls, text messages, email, and social media. Officials say signing up for the RAVE emergency mass notification system is easy and encourage all residents to do so. Sign-up can be done right through the county's web portal. The target date for the upgraded system is July 1st.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Coast Guard searching for information regarding a hoax distress call. Let's take a listen to that report from WMTW News 8 Maine as well.
Now to this, the Coast Guard is asking for help getting information on a couple of hoax rescue transmissions made yesterday. At around 4:30 last night, the command center received multiple reports of a vessel in distress. It appeared the caller was in the area of Long Island and Casco Bay. The Coast Guard launched several boats, planes, and 4 other agencies to search for several hours and found nothing. The Coast Guard says knowingly transmitting false distress calls is a federal crime and is punishable by up to 10 years in prison and $250,000 in fines, plus the cost of the search.
Okay, and there you go on that report. New poll shows voters approve of Trump's hush money conviction. Let's take a listen to that report from NBC News.
This weekend, voters weighing in, reacting to former President Trump's guilty convictions.
My reaction was bleep yes, because he deserves it.
I think this whole thing has been a mockery. I'm embarrassed for our country.
Trump leaving New York this weekend for his golf club in New Jersey with a stop at a UFC fight. But for now, he has no public campaign appearances scheduled until mid-June. And now we're seeing the impact the 7-week trial could start to have on the presidential race. New polling taken after the verdict showing a majority approve of the jury's decision. Most concerning for Trump is the impact it may have on the small pocket of voters on the fence. 11% of GOP voters and 26% of independent voters, suggesting they're less likely to vote for him now. But largely, the historic conviction keeping the Biden-Trump rematch in that same months-long deadlock. Where it is changing things, campaign coffers. Trump's team reporting it's raked in more than $52 million since the verdict, narrowing President Biden's lead in the cash race.
No one is above the law was reaffirmed.
Republican legislators now lashing out. Several senators, including J.D. Vance, pledging that they are no longer cooperating with Democrat legislation or approving judicial appointees.
They're going to try to throw Donald Trump in prison. We're taking the gloves off.
A difficult fight ahead for the GOP as their party's presumptive nominee faces mounting legal pressures.
Now, Mr. Trump has the opportunity to appeal after his sentencing on July 11th, but the campaign is now portraying him as a victim, trying to win at least the court of public opinion in such a tight race. Every vote will count. Willie?
And raising a bunch of money in the process of that. Vaughn Hilliard, thanks so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And we are going to switch gears now. Let's go into sports. In sports, the Red Sox, they had a game earlier today, and the final score of the game was Boston Red Sox and Detroit Tigers. That final score of the game was Detroit Tigers 8 and Boston Red Sox 4. The Detroit Tigers won the game today. Next game for Red Sox will be on Tuesday at 7:10 p.m. against the Braves. Let's go Red Sox. Hopefully they can win Tuesday's game. And the Fisher Cats in Akron Rubber Ducks had a game earlier today, and the final score of that game was Akron 7 and Fisher Cats 6. Akron won the game earlier today. And that is a look at your sports, and that's it for this evening edition of WRMK News 12 Evening Newscast. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great Sunday evening, and talk to you all next weekend. Bye.